Not another of the Order. I've seen too much of such vermin today already. Slayerbane, my cleaver, lost in flight. May the creature that finds my weapon use it to strike down Road in agony. If I still had my strength, I'd rip you apart, just as I did so many Slayers. You pathetic soldiers who, like bloody excrement, persistently trail in my wake. But Road, she fights like a demon possessed. And that sword, how it did sting, wielding such power that it might extinguish the life of Talana, last of the Dragon Knights. Yes, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes. So young and so designed to kill. How I lament the idiocy of mankind. They chase the great ancient ones, paying no heed to the true evil that prepares to rear its head again. Let me show you the lurking bane that will one day try to claim dominion over this world anew. Let me show you. How does it feel, Slayer? What is it like to suddenly find yourself in the body of the being you hate above all? You had better get used to it. I bestow upon you the very essence of my existence. Slayer no longer. Dragon Knight returns. They are the perverted machinations of Rivalon's true nemesis. With my powers, I leave you my crusade. Damien's destruction, a dragon's legacy.
Time to wake up, my sleeping beauty.
Ah!
Vivid dreams you have. I quite enjoyed that little scene. A dragon slayer turned dragon knight. Such delicious irony, rich and thick, like clotted blood. But I warn you, little hatchling, should you attempt to make Talana's dream come true, our next encounter won't end with the spilling of so little blood, clotted or otherwise. Remember that.
Halt! Please stand still a while and let me have a look at you. Yes, 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 good. Everything still seems to be where it should. Most are not so lucky after a tete-a-tete with the damned one himself. That headache will quickly pass, unlike the one Damien gave Rivalon when his dark armies ravaged her. But first things first, I am Zandalor, wizard, scholar, and this world's most famed eminence grise, until I fell from grace for protecting dragons from slayer blades after the Great War. It would seem Talana noticed your weakness, and in her desperate state used it to perform an unprecedented act. She gave her worst enemy all that made her a dragon knight, the raw magic of the dragon. That is how strongly she felt about her sole purpose, which she tried to show you in her final moments. Like Damien, I saw your dream, and so I have come to aid you, for Talana's words could not ring more true. Damien must be defeated. In order to do so, though, you will have to brave many dangers first, as you strive to unlock the powers that were given unto you. While you may not realize it now, we have come to a turning point in Rivellon's history. And what you decide to do with Talana's bequest will give shape to the fate of everything that lives on this globe. It is with these prophetic words I must leave you, but not before guiding you in the right direction. Seek the help of Lord Lovis in his citadel tower here in the valley. His ghost will shed light on the mystery that has befallen you. And now I must go. Many things have to be done, many things indeed. Rest assured, however, we will meet again. You are, yes. But that does not mean you can take the form of the dragon yet. It is a complicated matter, which Lovis will tell you more about when asked. There is truth, and there is the perception of it. You will find out later which of the two has been the helmsman of the course you steer. Well spoken. Be safe and journey carefully. The land needs you.
Now you know your enemy and the shadow-strewn path that awaits you. But I'll be there to guide you, should you stray too far and wide. But Zandalor was right. You must find Lord Lovis. Tell him it was I who sent you, and he will most certainly help you.
No! No, just talk to Merrill. He doesn't look too drunk anymore.
I feel a bit delicate. Please, let me rest for a while. Feel my wrath!
can't.
The door won't open. I could use a potion right about now. I could use a potion right about now. My wound's a grave. I could use a potion right about now. I can't. My wound's a grave. I could use a potion right about now. shiny.
I know you're not stranger, but do not be alarmed. I wish you no harm, and I do not wish to die. So let us just talk and perhaps even trade. Lord Lovis's old smith, Carl, quite famous in my day, but give it a few centuries and fame fades, you know. Now I'm just your typical cursed undead. A dreary existence, I assure you. Oh no, don't go there. I've heard of living skeletons like me that fell apart because of an excess of existential thought. Please, just stop it. Nothing good can come of this. Good. Thank you. There's no telling what might have happened. You won't be disappointed.
I've been poisoned. Another one to add to the collection.
You have found a mysterious stone covered in strange markings and made from an ore unknown to you. The tip emits a faint yet haunting light. Suddenly you are swept away by a swirl of magical energy.
So you have come at last, Lord Lovis. I've long been dead, yet denied eternal rest because of you, my former master. Now the time of reckoning is at hand. Once I cowered before you, but death has released me from your hold. Now I shall give you what I was denied.
I could use a potion right about now. My wounds are grave. My wounds are grave. Can't. Another one to add to the collection.
Victory!
Can't. Another one to add to the collection. Not yet. I don't feel too good. Not yet. Can't. I could use a potion right about now. My wounds are grave. I don't feel too good. I could use a potion right about now. My wounds a grave. Ah, my wounds. My no more magic for me. I don't feel too good. I don't feel too good. My wounds, a grave.
Take that!
The door won't open.
Yes!
Well done. We are here. Lord Lovis is close by.
The scroll bears a spell in an alphabet you can read, but its meaning remains nonsensical to you. I wonder what that did.
Shiny. Another one to add to the collection. Another one to add to the collection.
You have come here, living flesh, to seek audience with Lord Lewis? Then prove you have the knowledge required to meet him. To whom was Lord Lewis born? Very good. Who does Lord Lewis serve? You speak untrue. What was Lord Lovis's greatest victory? Very good. Who was the fiend that set in motion Lord Lovis's downfall? You speak untrue. What was Broken Valley called when Lord Lovis still ruled supreme? You speak untrue, and that completes this test of knowledge. Your lack of wisdom is deplorable, stranger. Know that stupidity brings pain. You have gained wisdom and desire to see Lord Lovis? Then prove you have... To whom was Lord Lovis born? Very good. Who does Lord Lovis serve? Very good. What was Lord Lovis's greatest victory? Very good. Who was the fiend that set in motion Lord Lovis's downfall? You speak, and what was Broken Valley called when Lord Lovis still ruled supreme? You speak, and that completes. You have been found worthy enough to address my master. Honor this honor.
What have we here? A mortal wandered into my tower. By accident, I'm sure. My thoughts are my own, if you don't mind. But it's nice to see the art of mind reading is still popular among the educated few. You'll find the chest next to my throne unlocked. Consider it a little reward for the amusement you bring. A fellow Dragon Knight sent a champion. An interesting turn of events, though not unexpected. Oh yes, I do, Dragon friend. Even if my sight was taken from me, I would still smell the stink of Black Ring presence. Which makes us allies, you mean to imply? Was she now? And how is it I may help you? Necessarily is the word you were looking for, I think. As luck would have it, I know what Talana wants to do. And though I applaud her intent, I am apprehensive of her immediate goal. The Hall of Echoes. Therein dwells the soul of his one great desire, Igerna. He and she are soul-forged, one in spirit and being. When death dawns on either of them, it takes them both. But Damien cast the spell when his beloved had, but moments before, suffered bloody execution. This reversed the nature of the spell. Now, should Igerna be brought back to life, it is Damien who will die. That was Talana's quest. Now it is yours. When Damien grew up under the tutelage of the Divine, he was unaware of the fact that he was the incarnation of the great evil destroyed by his foster father. But the Black Ring knew, and sent a young witch to awaken his dormant powers. This she did, and they even fell in love. All went well for the pair until Igerna was found out and beheaded by the Divine. Damien, who had in the meantime in the strictest of secrecy become a great wizard, soul-forged himself with his beloved as she felt the blade. It was then that the first demon war was waged and won by the Divine and his army of paladins. The second Damien Scourge, the Great War, fared less advantageously, as you are well aware. It ended in no more than a bitter stalemate. winner has yet to be decided. No. You call us betrayers, but it is we who were betrayed. Damien corrupted the mind of a fellow knight and made him stab your godlike champion in the back. He did what he set out to do. The Divine is dead. His demonic army suffered great losses, yes, but away from human eyes. He is rebuilding his forces. How well he planned his devious game. Higelna was revenged, and while he knew it would take decades to regain his strength, the Damned One made sure mankind had another enemy to fight. Which was exactly what the Slayers did. They eradicated the old race, paying no heed to the slumbering threat that is Damien. I cannot say, though I know my former master, Maxos, the Dragon Mage, once found me. As always, he wrote down all the research he did. This book must still be in his temple, not far from here. No one has been there for a very long time. I possess a key. It is now yours. Finding the Hall of Echoes will be a long and tough journey, but should you succeed, our old enemy will be destroyed. Go to the temple, find the book. While you are there, maybe you can take care of some small matter for me. My salvation. I do not dwell here, a mockery of both life and death by my own will or wish. No, my friend. I failed Maxos, and this is my punishment. You may judge for yourself. I was tasked to guard these lands against demonic incursions. But as time passed and my might rose, I grew callous, decadent. Vigilance traded places with indulgence, duty with sloth. When the demon lord Baal came, and with him his armies, the valley was overrun. This is why I was punished. Your words are harsh, but they ring true. Nevertheless, I have sought redemption, but received none. Too long, champion, have I been rotting without decay. Maxos ripped my soul from my body and imprisoned it in a soul stone in his temple, close by, yet an infinity away. Go to the temple and bring me back my soul. It is in the possession of my old rival, Amdusias. Destroy him and return. I assure you, your reward will be substantial. He was a wizard of such vast knowledge he became respected by dragons. They taught him things no human had ever heard of. And when he built his battle tower, a giant spire filled with magic, they gave him the ultimate ability. Like themselves, he could turn ordinary beings into dragon knights, which made him the most powerful creature in Riverlon, save for those of the ancient race. He could have conquered and enslaved this world if he wished, or turned it into a paradise. But that kind of power and dominance, be it for good or evil, did not interest him in the slightest. Only knowledge counted for him while his dragon knights ruled Riverlon. Knights such as Orobas, Talana, and myself. Until one day he disappeared under circumstances unknown, and was never heard of again. This was almost a millennium ago. Ever since then, his battle tower stood empty, until Lycan broke its magic seal and used the citadel as a laboratory to conduct his dark experiments. The dragons are the old ones, the dragon knights their most powerful servants. They are humans, chosen by dragons when quite young and imbued with dragon magic. They are more powerful and intelligent than normal humans, even live much longer. Their most amazing gift is the mastery of the dragon form. In the guise of our dragon masters, we, their knights, are kings among men, rulers with powers unmatched. When the true dragons show themselves less and less over the centuries, the common folk made no distinction between the two anymore. Now some don't even realize there is a difference. An enormous difference. A long time ago, he and I were chosen by Maxos to become dragon knights. But one day, when we were young men, not a day over 17, and as brazen as all youths are, we tried to utter spells too potent for our still novice-like capabilities. A hurricane of flame ripped through a small city, killing hundreds. In awe, we stared at the beauty that is apocalypse, until our tutor arrived upon the scene. Enraged, he vowed he would teach us the constraint and responsibility that come with the ways of the wizard. To make sure we'd listen, he said only one of us would become a dragon knight. Ever since that moment, Amdusius and I became bitter rivals in the race for dragonhood. A race I ultimately won. Amdusius remained an acolyte in the Maxos Temple, where he now, with boundless glee, holds my soul in his possession. What do they say? That you were a slayer once. Only when the blood of the dragon flows through your veins like 1,000 fires of might and lore are you truly born. What came before matters not. It was of no consequence or validity whatsoever. Yes, I have, and have grown more knowledgeable and more bitter in all those many years. Most have forgotten me, but I have not forgotten Rivellon. With great fury I watched Damien destroy her as I stood helplessly by. It is good to know that at last another strives to spell his doom, and at the same time redeem the name of dragons. Only the raw dragon power that is locked in Maxos Dragonstone may unleash your slumbering dragon potential. That it is in the battle tower, and in the battle tower is Lycan. He is the necromancer. Probably the vilest living creature in Rivellon, sicker even than the Damned One, and second only in power to Damien. Death, pain, mutilation, and horrible resurrection are his life, and very much his lust. To become a dragon, you will have to destroy him. A deed many have dreamed of, but none have ever dared to execute. As you wish, Dragon Knight.